Hey everyone, welcome to this session of New Blood.
And it's time for that recap, folks. The last session we had the continuation of the scene where Damien had Aurora in the palm of his hand, essentially the mind captured, and him just slowly approaching like a predator to prey. As he approached her, he decided to lick her face, which was solely decided on a dice roll.
You
And he
serious? I
just
didn't know that.
mm-hmm, solely decided on a dice roll because there were a couple other things I could have done. And just more or less said to her, just make your choice. I don't hate you. I just want this to get done. And I'm trying to prove a point here. Just go. Make the choice. I tire of these games. Aurora runs off as the command is issued and runs to the washroom, the restroom. That causing a bit of a stir in the group where Mori and Stone essentially go on outside to confront Damien, while Aurora is in the restroom having a panic attack to the reaction because Damien didn't know there was any hidden trauma there. Essentially explaining to Fenrir and Nina what the trigger was and what happened to her in her life as a lived experience, which is absolutely heartbreaking for Aurora as a character because you obviously feel for her in that moment, and very, very well done and acted out. Because that's exactly how a panic attack is. It's not fun. Concluding that scene there, we go over to Mori and Stone. With Mori and Stone, they go outside to confront Damien on what he did, where he's just sitting on like one of those fold-out lawn chairs. You know, nothing special. He probably just looks like a really tall dude in a chair that's way too small for him. The exchange is more or less like, why'd you do this? Why couldn't you just have a conversation? And the response was, I did have a conversation. I just wanted to prove a point that we don't have time, and that trust is very minimal. And what we need is absolute trust. Mori didn't like the idea that any sort of mind manipulation or any form of putting someone in a place of helplessness was unnecessary. But Damien just kind of gave a non-answer of like, I disagree. Like, this just furthers the process, and now we ourselves can move forward. Like, this is necessary. We don't have time to hold hands and sing Kumbaya under the moon. With that concluded, Mori walks away, probably more disappointed in Damien, especially due to the fact that they do have a very good rapport and understanding as a whole. And with that, Stone kind of just snaps between personalities, the people that he's diablerized throughout the years, decades, maybe a century, millennia. Who knows how long he's been alive? There's a back and forth between him and then a personality that has not had a chance to assert or show themselves was Artemis, more or less conveying that his downfall will be great, and he has been prepped for this his entire unlife that he has existed. But there are still things that she is holding back that she has yet to say or wants to say. With that finally done, Aurora is able to finally calm down. Mori and Azriel more or less kind of get lamentations about like, this is where we're at, this is what we have to do. And sadly, you know, we just have to roll with the punches. We don't have much of a choice. Mori stabs herself. I want to say, was it in the thigh? Was it in the arm?
It was the thigh.
I do remember that off the cuff. Boom. See, niche things nobody remembers. But important. Kind of as a way to resist this urge to do her form of justice. As everyone finally gathers, oh wait, no, there is something almost forgot. There is a back and forth between Mia and Damien, and Mia's unsure of the situation, at least from her standpoint, if he's really in control or he's just holding on by threads, which is maybe a bit of both. Hard to say. Mia will be the guiding light in the darkness. She will be the lighthouse to guide him back. And that was a challenge to the monster, the beast that lives deep within Damien, in his mind. Then as we finally did gather, we were trying to debate where we could have this ritual. It was proposed that we could go to the clearing out of town, but then it is remembered that the very room where we found Stone is still available in pretty wide open space. We all shuffle down there, and as we shuffle down, Stone says this will do fine as he pulls out what looks to be ritualistic knife. And that is where we conclude our story. Now, if you want the gory details of what, the expanded, the deets, go watch the video. Go watch that. Go watch it. Subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment. Tell us who you love, who you hate, who you adore.
Adopt or shop. New Blood
That too.
Edition. Damien, adopt. Artemis, shop.
I fucking wish.
Aurora, adopt. Fenrir, shop. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh no! Pick me! It was supposed to be me!
I'm just kidding. Yeah. Hey guys, it's me, your storyteller. We're bringing some weird energy into tonight's blood ritual, so I hope you stick around and enjoy the show.
I like to think that we're all psyching ourselves up knowing something really bad is going to happen.
Or something really good. And you're going to
Or
like
something
it.
really
And you're going to
good.
be like, oh no, do I like playing? Oh no, do I? Oh no.
I mean...
All right. Oh man. Okay, this is where we start. None of the kindred in the room have to roll. You can feel the energy emanating from the room where Stone was kept in torpor. Clean and clear. The room has the feeling of a place with a fresh face of paint. But you can't paint away a mold. A mold has to be cut. It has to be scraped. It has to be pulled from where it's hiding. And it has to be changed. This room is reminiscent of that feeling. And Stone begins to say something only for my kindred. Wits and awareness, please. An interruption to occur.
Okay.
Horse hawk.
Rolled 6 dice, a single success.
Oh my god, I am like killing it right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 plus a crit, so 8. Jesus.
3 for me.
You know what? I'm gonna willpower that actually.
Do it. Use them willpowers.
I trust Stone, sorry, but also I don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. As I had a crit.
Okay, we got 3, 8, 4, and Mori. What'd you get?
5.
Okay, 5. All right. You hear someone winded, someone out of breath, tip, 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 tip down the stone stairs, and then a round face. I'm sorry, could I just, borrow, yeah, Mori, your sister. Her face is red and a little damp. Her hair is sort of a tangle of a bun atop her small head, and she reaches for your arm. Can I have a minute? Stone simply frowns, then nods. Yeah, yeah, okay.
Right. Let's go.
She pulls you upstairs, and she doesn't open her mouth until the two of you are outside. Outside and a small distance down the street.
Oh.
Hey, so I got your note. And, what? Is this real?
What?
Oh,
Which part?
I just feel like you should know that I am not a hero or powerful or I am an average IQ. I barely scored a point above average. I just I know what you want me to do, but I don't know that I have the strength to do it, says my favorite superhero. He's not really a hero. He actually, spoiler, dies in the end. But I just Mori,
Yeah.
I have nervousness.
I get that, but if we do nothing, everyone's going to lose everything. You know?
Right. I get cleaning the city of corruption. I get that. I just this seems really scary.
I can't fault you for that. As a matter of fact, believe it or not, I'm a little bit terrified.
And is this a thing? I'm assuming this is a thing I'm not going to be able to mention to you.
Probably. Yes, correct.
So whatever you're doing down there is just it's going to happen, and then I just have to carry this burden and then decide?
Look, Peggy, I honestly didn't want you involved in any of this. But when I tried to get you out of the case, you wouldn't leave.
I mean, I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I can. I always knew there was something else with these. There were just cases that just they went. There was no explanation, and I believe there's always an explanation, even if that explanation is absolutely nuts and no one believes you and it's crazy and yeah, I just I'm not smart, I'm not strong, I'm not fast, but I'll do it. And I'm not gonna do it because I think I need to be a hero or a savior or anything. She's looking down as she's speaking, and then all at once she looks into your face, Mori. The two of you are around height. She might be a few inches taller. She reaches forward and takes your hand. I'll do it because you're my sister. Because that's what family would do.
Do you think there's any other alternative? Because whatever we're fighting, it's finding us in our safe places, in our homes. in our minds?
Honestly, if I knew, I would suggest it. But I don't know. If this is a thing that can help defend against it reading your mind and finding you, sure, go ahead. Hoodoo witchcraft, great. If it's not gonna help that, then I don't know. I don't know why you would do it. I mean, I don't even know really what you're... I mean, I just barely... I've had so many panic attacks in the past 28 hours. I just am not... I'm very ill-equipped, but I am willing. My flesh is weak, but my spirit, it is willing. I am willing. And then all of a sudden she starts like getting really into it. I am ready to kill bad guys. I will shoot people and I will uphold the law and it's all gonna be okay. I'm gonna save you because you're my sister and I will save.
She's rambling.
Okay, go ahead.
So while she's rambling, I'm going to hand her a second piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
And this one's going to have a phone number. Kind of, I would consider it like Father Montenegro's last resort, like something you would only do if there was no way for you to win.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And I'll just wait for her to finish rambling before saying anything, but just like...
All right, then this music continues. So
just
she's just
wait
like,
there. Just
I'll be Batman.
Let her get it all
I'll
out.
be Robin to your Batman, even though your Batman is kind of fucked up and everything's fucked up. This is all fucked up. It's crazy. It's also super cool. I'm really disappointed that Edward's not real. I love that series, but you know what? That's fine. It's okay. I'm okay. You're okay. Everyone's okay. I also feel really bad because I was in the bathroom panicking when your friend was in there, and then I went down into the shower and I heard everything that she said, and I'm a terrible person, and I just don't even know what to do. I don't even know who she is. How am I going to apologize?
Breathe. Take a second.
This is a lot of pressure. This is more pressure.
Right. You could always just leave the city.
No.
I don't know where your mom or parents are, but maybe go where they are.
What? No. I've got to help. I couldn't leave the city like that. I
get it, but you can also help me by staying alive.
But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna. Yeah, of course. I'll. Yep. That's. Yeah.
I'm just letting you know it's an option. I'm not forcing you to do anything. Also, don't look at that until you know what you need to do, okay? And she's saying it very cryptidly because she's fairly certain Stone's listening in.
Okay.
It's safe. Find somewhere safe if you need to, and do what you gotta, okay? You are very important to me.
She just gazes at you for several heartbeats. And there is such an innocence in her gaze. And it isn't the kind of innocence that is weak. It's inexperienced. And then all at once she steps forward and she brings you into a hug. And that hug feels warm and steady. There is a power emanating through her embrace. And when she says, "I won't let you down," you believe her. You believe her, though you know she is a lamb among wolves. You find yourself closing your eyes, Mori, and soaking in the feeling. Her warmth, her earnest honesty. We're gonna put an end to the Mercy's family bullshit and find all those missing kids.
Thank you. Mori returns the hug and just, for a moment, reveals just how weak she feels. A little bit of trembling to her arms, a little bit of panic, as she just embraces her sister.
Peggy does not say much after that. Neither does she say much on the walk back. But there is something there that wasn't before. Some kind of bond. A bridge. Built with hope. That being said, while all this is happening with Mori, it's several minutes. What's the rest of the coterie doing?
Aurora would walk Nina just upstairs and just tell Nina to go upstairs, and then she would hug Fenrir when she was upstairs, and she would whisper something so inaudible that he might not be able to hear it. And I'll write that in the chat. And then she'll go back downstairs.
Okay, what about the other two?
Azriel will just find a place to sit and wait.
Damien will give me like a kiss on the cheek. Tell her that I'll be back once this is all done. And he'll have Robbie come down with him. Hanson will just... He doesn't say much to Hanson because I know Hanson will just stand by Mia waiting. Kind of just treats him like a dog.
Hanson is happy to oblige in any sense. But Mia does watch the exchange, and she notes it. And when your eyes meet hers, she sees you. And it makes something under your skin crawl, Damien.
Do I see this as I'm going back downstairs as well?
You do not.
Okay. By the way, do I go before Damien downstairs?
Probably.
All right.
Because Robbie wants to roleplay with him.
Yeah, no problem. Because, yeah, Aurora's just going to be downstairs then. Analyzing the room, pacing.
Okay. So, when you pull away and start headed downstairs with Robbie, Robbie stops you, Damien. He's like, hey, so I got a question or two.
Yeah.
I heard a voice. I don't know how to describe this. I feel a little crazy. But I was tapping my teeth, thinking about him, and it was like I thought someone else was in the room. I thought I heard somebody say my name. Is that... Man, this is crazy.
What did the voice sound like?
His face takes on a mask of pain. Rubs the back of his neck and then his cheeks really hard. My dad. Sounded like my dad. But that's crazy, right? Like that's crazy, right? That's crazy. Like that's not. Is that an us thing? Is that like whatever we are thing?
Possibly. It could also be a trauma-related thing.
Oh,
You lost your family, Robbie.
yeah.
I hate to remind you of that, but all you have left is Mia, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's all you got.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but that's the way it is.
Yeah, it's okay.
You were the only one I could bring back. Because you still had a little bit of warmth left.
He takes a shuddering breath, even though he doesn't need to. Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
gonna put a hand on his shoulder. I get it. It's jarring. It's new. It's different. You smell different. You see different. You hear different. It's like all your senses are turned up to 20.
When I thought Mia was in danger, I scared myself.
She's different too,
Yeah,
but not the same.
I just don't. I never thought of hurting anybody like that before. To save Mia, I mean, I never thought.
Listen, though. There's something in the back of your mind, and you'll hear it. And it is angry, filled with rage, and it will ask you to do things sometimes. Sometimes it's wrong, sometimes it's right.
Oh, okay. So that
I'm gonna
dad.
tell you
could
right
just be
now.
that? Is that what you mean? Like that voice? It's just me. It's just crazy.
It could be.
Oh,
Sometimes it sounds like us, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. It's different for everyone, I would imagine, but I'm gonna tell you right now, pal. If it tells you to protect something, you do it. Don't question it.
okay.
As if you see something of yours that's in danger, fuck them. Take the initiative. You beat them down. And if they beg for mercy, then they shouldn't have fucked with you in the first place.
When Robbie meets your eyes, Damien, there's a cold resolve. Okay? And a part of you loves this. Seeing that little soldier. But it's more than anything twisted by kindred nature. Robbie is yours. Robbie is yours. And oh, does it make you so proud that he's listening to every word you say and he's taking it in like a sponge, and you can see it viscerally. These words, you have no doubt, will manifest in his behavior. The kid nods. I can do that. It's a little scary, but okay. Okay.
You're smart. One of the smartest people I know. So I know you'll make the right choice.
To keep me safe, I'll do what has to be done.
You're goddamn right. No God will stop us ever.
Right.
I'll make sure of that myself.
Right.
He's gonna give him a pat on the back. Come on, they're waiting.
Okay, I'll move with you. He doesn't say much else. Sort of gets lost in thought. So Azriel is sitting when Aurora, you head downstairs. This is before Damien and Robbie return and Mori. And so Aurora, you see Azriel, you'll see Aurora. Any roleplay between the two of you? Stone is not downstairs when you look for him, if you look for him.
Aurora doesn't look for him. She's just trying to analyze the room that they cleaned up.
Okay. You can go ahead and roll an intelligence and a wits. Or
Okay.
investigation, if you'd like. If that's how you're analyzing it, or if you're analyzing it in another way. What do you want to do?
So I'll do intelligence and wits or intelligence investigation. Could you tell me the difference between the two?
Your stats, basically wits and intelligence are both stats. So intelligence is more, you're analyzing, you're searching, you're putting pieces together. Wits is your perception, like spotting something. And so intelligence academics, intelligence investigation, intelligence occult, those are all something you can use when you're analyzing. To spot something, it would be wits and awareness. So depends on what you're looking for down here.
What I'm looking for is the reason why he seemed pretty pleased with this room.
Okay, then any of those, or you could roll intelligence insight or wits and insight, either one.
I'll do insight and I'll do insight and intelligence. Like, I'm just trying to perceive like what makes this place special, you know? When he was just like, yeah, we should totally do it in another room. And I'm gonna willpower that. That was garbage. Okay, that was not good. We're gonna willpower that. So I got 3 willpowers. Okay, that's much better. Okay. So that is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4.
You think it's that feeling. Whatever is festering here or still lingering, rather, that echo, that remnant. Sure, there's a fresh paint. Feeling as well, you know, like painting over mold, but there's something supernatural lingering.
Can I do an occult check or nothing else?
You could try.
Okay. So I'm gonna venture into the occult here, which I have quite a few dice for. Oh, okay. Hey, yo. Well, that's not too good, but it is what it is. 4 plus 2, 6.
The room feels haunted by the vestiges of Stone's torpor. Maybe a piece of him was left behind. That this place is stained in a way that makes it feel suitable for another stain to be spilled on its surface.
Aurora's just gonna put her hands on the wall and just try to trace all the grooves. And that's it. That's all from Aurora.
Okay, a few moments later, Stone returns. And he's got bits and pieces that he's collected, it looks like, from upstairs. Looks like he went into some sort of break room. And there's plastic cups, knives, a folding table. He's brought a coffee pot, napkins, just things from upstairs. And he starts laying them out.
Aurora's not paying attention to him. She's just concentrating on finding the grooves.
Shortly after Stone returns, Damien and Robbie step into the room. And then shortly thereafter, Mori returns.
Right. So, we doing it? We're doing this thing? What do we need to do?
I'm reading.
You're good.
You're good, you're good. I thought the same thing. I'm like, alright, how are we gonna do this? Oh, thank you, Vil, for that. I'm sorry I didn't read that sooner. Yeah, so Aurora kind of goes to Mori and asks, everything all right? How's your sister?
I would almost say that for once, like for you, she just kind of like, I would say it's a very subtle just sign of weakness, but she says, I hope so.
Aurora just grabs her hand and squeezes it. I mean, takes a lot to be a cop, and she was able to figure out a lot of this stuff before anyone else, so that's a good thing. She has a good head on her shoulders.
I just worry that she might poke too deeply, you know?
I got information for her, too, that'll help definitely make her case, and might even make her career.
As long as it doesn't, get her killed, that would be amazing.
Yeah, trying to serve, that's the hard part.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thanks for the thought, though.
Yeah, no problem. And just turns to Robbie. You okay? Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. He just nods.
Just how tall is he, by the way?
Robbie's like 6 foot.
Okay, then she's definitely like looking pretty high up. She just like moves closer to him and just kind of like trying to look into his eyes a bit. And she says, "This is a wild first 24 hours."
Yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna be okay. And just puts a hand, like a little like not sure, but trying to be comforting.
You can tell through his expression, like he appreciates the attempt at comfort. And then Stone speaks. And Stone's voice it takes on this edge of something different. He sounds the same, but you can't quite place why. He sounds different at the same time. And he says, Aurora, just a moment of your time before we begin, please.
Yeah, of course. She walks over to him. Looks at him curiously. Tilts her head.
And he leans in, so he's almost whispering. Are you feeling all right?
I'll be okay. She's lying, by the way. She's totally lying. Like, she's not fully recovered, but like she's trying to be strong.
He reaches out. You can see the arguing in his eyes, though, Aurora. There's part of him that doesn't want to reach out to you, but there's part of him that does, and that's the part that wins the dice roll. And he cups your cheek real gentle. And that fight continues as he says, we could put this off another night if you need longer. And his eye twitches.
She touches his hand, and I'm afraid there's no more time. And if we don't do it now, I don't know if we'll have the stomach to do it later.
He nods.
And you can tell that there's a part of her that hates that. That hates that she doesn't have time to think about it, that she doesn't have time to really do things like how she feels is like the proper way, but it's frustration, but she knows that there's no time.
You and Damien
And
gonna be the pack priests on the other side. And he gets real close. So he's like speaking just underneath your ear, against your neck. There's a rumble of his voice, and he says, you're gonna be a priestess. And I don't think there's anything more exciting than that, at least for me. And he plants a little kiss there, and when he pulls away, the eye is still twitching. But the other eye is steady.
and her noticing it and not wanting to deal with like just the games and everything, she just kind of pulls him close and just like, if you have something to say, just speak it now before we do this. Let's get it out. It's fine.
Okay, I gotta make a roll. Hold on. Nope. He doesn't say anything. He just smiles all pleasantly and says, let's start. Damien, need you over here, please. Everyone form a circle. You'll notice I drew chalk on the floor, little X's. Please go ahead and stand in one. And there's like he's gotten a large bowl. A large, like, silver bowl that he's put in the middle of the room.
Damien will approach.
You and Aurora got to do the cutting. Go ahead and choose your implement, but you're more than welcome to use your teeth on me. And then he says, I like it when you use your teeth. And he steps onto his place in the circle. Everybody's got to bleed in the bowl. Everybody's got to drink it. And what happens after that, you repeat after me. Actually, he's gonna have Damien and Aurora memorize the script. You ready? Both.
Oh God!
Roll intelligence and academics.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Could someone actually put the script in the chat for me?
I don't have the script, so I couldn't help you.
Yeah, I am very bad at memory stuff.
That's okay. I'm sure if you just come up with something like, I don't know, the Wicked chant, you should be great.
Oh God, I don't even know what you're talking about. Ah! And I love Wicked. Mishka, Mushka. I'll do the Mushka.
That's four successes for me.
That is... Oh, shit. Oh, never mind. 1, 2... Oh, then, yeah. No. Nope. Just 4 successes as well. Hello?
You're good. You're good. Hold on.
Okay. I just... Music change. Yeah, that's...
You're like, oh no, internet.
Yeah, I thought I had a crit too, and I was like, darn it, it isn't a crit. Sad. Yeah. Oh, never mind. Sorry. 5. Not 4. That was.
Killing me, Smalls.
Yeah. Sorry. I was like, it's a crit. No, it's not a crit. Oh no, it's a single onk. Never mind. So yeah, it's a 5. It's just not that much better, but you know what? We ballin'.
Take one, yeah, take one. You could also, if you really wanted to, use a storyteller willpower.
Nah, 5 is already quite good, but yeah, I rolled 9 dice with academics.
I only rolled 4. I mean 5, sorry, not 4.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but getting about.
The dice be against you, Kay.
That's true. Sometimes the dice do be against me. Like when I used that willpower earlier, I rolled like 7 dice and I got 2. I was like, okay.
Okay. I rolled 6 and I got 1, so similar.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, all right, I'm definitely gonna willpower this. That's garbage poopy.
I mean, I've rolled 6 dice and I've gotten like zilch before. I'm like, all right, that's cool. So we'll just roll with it.
Sometimes.
I've never gotten zilch, but I've gotten like a 1 out of like 9 dice, and I was so mad. I don't remember. Yeah, but yeah, it's like something like that, and I'm like, well then. And then I did a willpower, and I got like 3, and I was like, thanks. All these dice for nothing.
Oh,
right.
whoops. That sent too soon. I'm typing still.
Okay.
Intelligence is more focusing on something. Yep. Ooh, that's fun.
You guys are gonna be
won't
like,
look at-
I
I
know
can
who he
read.
is! I know what path he takes!
No, Vale's gonna be like that. Oh, me.
I mean, I figured yeah.
I've only
yeah, you know.
studied some of the paths, but you know. Oh,
we
I
don't
have
get
read
to
this
choose,
one.
do we? Oh no.
Nope. No, we don't. Woohoo! It's great, guys. I have to remember if it's the people that worship Lilith, right?
Yeah, that would be you want me to say it?
Shh.
Oh man, Aurora's gonna hate all of this. She's like, we're drinking the Kool-Aid.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Burn the week. That would
Yeah.
make Mori upset.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is gonna be great. Oh god. Aurora does not like cults and religion, so she's like
I guess that should say, it should say this. This is what it means, Jaqi.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
That helped.
Yeah, that's what it means. It's yeah. Okay. This is like very Kool-Aid. I'm so sorry. You know what? I should have done a BRB.
That's totally cool. No
This
worries.
is totally cool. This is the moment.
Fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
We're
It's
totally
like, okay, I just imagine like he's going around just like handing out papers and just like clarifying things because it's like not necessarily in English, and he's just like trying to help them with it.
Right. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Let me reread it. Okay.
I mean, on a technicality, this is like a form of like Nodist scripture, but for the worshippers of Lilith.
Mm-hmm. It's fine. It's our little mini Jonestown. It's great.
We are drinking the Kool-Aid.
We are drinking the Kool-Aid.
The good thing is we're already dead before we're drinking it, so...
Right?
Hey, I think we're drinking each other's Kool-Aid. You know, that's what I think's happening.
It's the fun party kind.
Okay. Here's the best part.
I'm excited. Let's go. Oh, what?
Wait. That was not even the first part? Okay, so maybe we should take a break if that's not.
Yeah, maybe this is a good start. Yeah, because
Hold on. Yeah, okay. We'll do a quick BRB because I'm gonna have you. Okay, yeah, don't go anywhere. And we're back.
all right. Aurora looks at Stone and then looks at Damien, nods her head, waits for him to acknowledge.
As you begin, I need everybody to roll composure and resolve, please.
Oh, it's one of those. Awesome.
Wait, hold on. I'm not murdering my sister, right?
Fine. Okay. All right. I got mine. 1 crit and an unk.
And then in the order that you post them in Discord, please say them out loud.
3 sucks.
5 sucks.
5.
Okay.
And 5 for me.
Okay, you all succeed. As Stone concludes explaining, his eyes are a rainbow hue of color, and the tattoo has moved. It takes up every expanse of flesh. And as he steps into the circle, he removes his shirt. And on the front of his chest is this beautiful ivy tattoo with a moth and a crooked moon. And he is humming with power. But so do each of you, you realize. Azriel, everything in you that is good and Christian screams, "This is wrong. I shouldn't be doing this." But there is a louder voice with your composure and resolve. This is exactly what you should be doing. This is exactly what you need to know to understand the fundamentals of what it is to be a god. Though, of course, you would never in your humble servitude become a god, but to taste what perhaps it might feel like is quite a vilifying experience. Though you yourself are not a villain, you find that you're justifying in your mind, your thoughts are racing. Mori, you see as it begins, this is exactly what you need to become a shadow, a wraith, an avenging angel. This power you will use, and you will crucify those who get in your way. Those who do not seek judgment, those who in fact hide from it, will find that you are the anvil and hammer. You are the strike that is decisive in their existence continuing, and in their existence ceasing to ever be forevermore. And Aurora and Damien, begin, please.
In the shadow of Cain, we call upon the Crimson Mother.
He who walked before him.
She who tasted freedom and bore the weight of the curse.
Lilith, hear us.
Crimson Mother, guide our path. In darkness we are reborn.
As
Blood
Mori,
of my...
sorry. As Mori says that, I should have put in like where I'm gonna speak as well. I'm so sorry. As Mori
No, it's okay.
speaks, the lights flicker overhead, and it gets very, very cold. Robbie shifts uncomfortably, and Stone grins, and he closes his eyes, and you all hear this soft hum. Continue.
We have to, then Aurora's going to start from Stone and start cutting the pack one by one and passing their and making sure the coffee cup, I guess, or the bowl, and putting their blood in there. She starts with herself, and then she starts with Stone, and then she goes to she starts with herself, then Damien, then Stone. And she will hold it and as if to say, and looks at Damien if he wants to cut.
He'll nod no.
Okay. So she will do it herself. And she does it just the way Stone asks, but just for him. And she uses her teeth, and she is not gentle. And then for Mori, she looks at her, and she nods, and she will cut Mori as well. But instead, she will use her fingernail and cut the side of her, on her wrist. And then she goes to Azriel, and for him, she grabs him firm so that he will not move and does it quick. And when she goes to Robbie, she is gentle. And she looks at him, and there is almost a bit of pity in her eyes, but also reassurance that it's going to be okay. And she cuts him as gently, so as little blood is needed from him. As much as needed. And she puts it back, and she says, "Blood of my blood, bound by fate."
Wait, I lost myself. Okay, I'm back. Okay. We offer this vitae as a testament of our unity and devotion.
It gets colder inside, and the humming gets louder. A woman's voice, a lullaby sung to children to sleep.
First among the cursed, bearer of the thorns.
Each of you feel a thorn, a crown of thorns on the top of your head, and Stone actually begins to bleed from little pinpricks all over his forehead. And that moth on his chest, you see it flutter on his skin.
Lilith?
He's just nodding at you, sorry. He's just like, keep going, you're doing great. Like he's giving you a positive affirmation without saying it out loud.
Nice. I love positive affirmations in the middle of cult rituals. Lilith, mother of monsters, hear our plea.
Grant us your strength to shatter chains, your cunning to deceive our enemies, and your fire to burn away our weakness.
Each of you feel your hearts in your dead chest. Doo, doo. And the lights are completely flickering, strobing out the entire room.
We are your children, bound by blood and darkness. Guide us to victory.
By the blood we share and the darkness we embrace, we vow to stand together.
No force shall break our bond. No light shall blind our vision.
We are Sabbat.
We are unbroken.
At that moment, the lights go off and something else is in the room with you. And you hear Stone, on accident, say, "O Dark Mother, please accept them, for they know not the way. O Mother, take our offering, heed our blood. Know that we are unworthy, but seek to be made whole. O Mother, O Crimson Mother, O Mother." When the lights blink back on, each of you will get to choose what your mark from the Dark Mother looks like. Whatever it is surrounded in a circle of ivy. And within that ivy are small moths that bear a crooked moon. Please continue.
Okay. Aurora will carve into the flesh the symbol of the pack symbol of Cain and Lilith's union, basically. And for this, she actually takes out a knife, like a proper knife with a proper point. It's used to cut paper usually. And she goes to...
Everybody
Yeah.
needs to rouse the blood.
All right.
So everyone go ahead and make a rouse check as the union is carved.
I rolled a 9, so success.
Failure. It's fine.
As you go for your knife, Damien's going to pull from his boot a Bowie knife and just hand it to you and take your knife and return to his position.
Okay. And so she, Aurora will, as best she can, carve out what everybody wants, I guess, as their symbol.
We can decide that later.
Yeah. So assume that she does that with everybody. Woo!
It takes some
And
time.
then
And as it's happening, you feel, Aurora, a presence guiding your hand. It is cold. It is firm and very powerful and ancient beyond comprehension. You feel it in the veins as your vitae moves, like a strong grip as you use the knife to mark and carve. And everyone in rousing the blood, they are bleeding. Everyone is bleeding. Typically when you attack a kindred, they don't bleed because their blood is not roused. But some ephemeral being has demanded a price, and you are all bleeding for it.
Aurora continues when she finishes with everyone. Lilith, we offer you this mark, a reminder of our devotion.
Watch over us as we claim our destiny.
When the last person is marked, and you move over to extinguish the lights, from underneath your fingernail, a line of blood forms, and it drips to the tip of your finger, Aurora and Damien. Both of you experience, one by one, as each of your fingers begin to bleed in this way. And then you touch the lights, and you're plunged into darkness. Go ahead.
Return now to your slumber, Crimson Mother.
We walk in your shadow, your power, our guide.
So be it.
I need everybody to make a composure and resolve check, please.
Alright, same dice. Let's go. Oh, damn. Oh, shit. Well, damn.
Three successes.
7 sucks.
Oh, sorry. I meant 4. I didn't count one of my numbers. It was a 6.
5 and a bestial.
That's actually my best roll then. Oh, no, I had an 8.
Okay. It is impossible to describe what happens for the next 3 hours. The lights are not re-engaged. And your entire pack is in a dark, crystallized place. At one moment, you feel like you're in a garden. It's balmy, it's warm, it's safe, it is ancient, it is powerful. You feel something beyond the reaches of your senses lingering, watching, intrigued, interested. And this dark power that is formidable, leaves tremors, small aftershocks trembling through your flesh. Any blood bonds you once bore, as you begin to drink from the bowl that has passed around its first time, you feel the chains break, and something else settles in its place. Something old, something unknowable, something very, very dark. Something that makes your beast titillated like an excited child. You feel elated, carnal, masculine, feminine, powerful, beautiful. When finally your senses that have been spread out in a numbing and exhilarating way return to your normal 5 senses, you don't feel alone. You feel protected and watched over. We're going to take a quick and small break because I want every co to remember when the lights are on to describe what their new mark looks like. So bear with us. We'll be right back. And we're back. Okay. Starting with Damien. As the lights flicker on and Stone takes up the mantle, he begins to carve. Actually, I think he carves in the dark, and his eyes cast an orange glow as he rouses the blood in his eyes of the beast. And he carves each of you the symbol. And when the lights turn on and he's done, go ahead and describe what they look like before we start the second chant.
Starting with Moi.
Mori has... Oh, you said Moi? I thought you said Mori.
No, Mori, yeah.
Okay. I heard, Okay, cool. Mori has 2 marks. One going along the left side ribs, close to her heart, is a crescent moon with a scythe hanging off of it. And another she has is a moon and a sword. Crescent moon, I believe. Kind of going down her spine. And that is it for Mori. I'll pass it to Aurora.
Perfect.
Aurora has the moon and the sword, and it's on her right rib cage on the right side, right under her boobs. Great. And then she has a second one, which is an owl for wisdom. I said I'd change it up. It's an owl for wisdom, and that's going to be on her shoulder. And then passing it over to Azriel.
Azriel's got the snake of independence right on his chest above his heart. And we'll come full circle to villain.
Damien will have it on the left side of his neck, which is kind of like a very deep, bold moon with a bite in it, with like some foliage leaving hibiscus around, kind of surrounding it. It's a sign of the Dark Mother herself.
As each of you gaze upon these sacrificial scarrings, this sacred sort of feeling and energy descends among all of you. And those scarrings begin to bleed, but the blood is a deep purple. The blood never leaves the wound. Like ink, it traces each cut, filling it until it ultimately congeals and then solidifies and sinks into the skin. You decide instinctually, you know this, whether it is revealed or not. For by the blood you have been marked, and for the blood you will remain. Stone replaces the bowl that all of you have drank from in the center of your circle. And he resumes his position, returning the knife to either of the pack leaders, Damien or Aurora. And then he gives you a nod to invoke the next piece.
Aurora starts and has, with the knife in her hand, she decides to take it. In the name of the Dark Father, Cain, we summon the firstborn of Shadow and Blood.
He who also bears the curse, he who crafted the path.
Look upon us, your faithful children, and shield us from the void.
Cain, Father of Blood, shield us in your embrace. Stone has already given you, and it's in a small, very old leather pouch that is tied with lace and bone. One for Aurora, one for Damien, each bearing different ashes to represent the mother and the father.
From the ashes of the first city, from the soil of the grave, we rise.
In these we find our strength, and to you we offer them as symbols of our bond and purpose.
For each of you to paint over the eyes of your pack, go ahead and roll a composure and resolve.
Okay, that's not great. That's not good. Okay, that is 4 sucks.
Boy, that just probably saved me, because I had a critical, but that's negated by the bestial again. So it was a critical and a success. So that's just, well, it's just 4 now.
Okay. Robbie, when you get to him, both of you, each Damien and Aurora, you paint one eye. And then the other paints the other eye of each member. When you get to Robbie, he still hasn't spoken and he's trembling. And he's unsure. He got no successes on his last composure and resolve. He's very scared. In the center of his chest is the moon and the sword, surrounded by ivy, and then just below it is the moth.
Aurora is going to take his hand and squeeze it and hold it.
Damien will move in close to his ear. It's all right. There's nothing to fear. I'm here with you, pal.
You see him? Do you see my dad? And he points behind you, Damien, to a corner of the room.
He'll look in the pointed direction.
There's no one there. But Robbie's eyes
I will use-
are fixated.
Can I use Eyes of the Beast?
If I sense the unseen, would that let me see it or no?
Sense the Unseen allows you to see supernatural. Eyes of the Beast allows you to see in the darkness.
Oh, okay, never mind. Then probably Damien.
Mori was also going to activate that.
Robbie's dad. 40, 50-year-old version of Robbie and Mia standing in the corner, watching his boy. However, he's half in the wall, half out. The wall itself it looks like a vicissitude of arteries and flesh that have grown like a flower in the corner.
He looks back at Robbie. Robbie, he's gone. Just a trauma response.
He blinks
He's gone.
several times, and then blood rolls down his cheeks. In ash, we are forged. And he closes his eyes so the two of you can draw. Mori, his father never leaves until he finishes. In soil we endure. And suddenly the flower out of this flesh in the wall wilts.
Out of curiosity, what expression did his father have on his face?
An impassive, cold rage. And if you watched him the whole time, and cued in on it, Mori, I'll allow you to roll a wits and awareness. Robbie's father's
Will do.
lips moved ever so slightly.
Aurora would have focused just on Robbie because she does not have any
You think
supernatural stuff.
because you focused on him, Aurora, and took his hand, and you both showed him kindness, might have been the only reason he was able to finish the rite.
4 successes.
You heard him say, Robbie, you're a disappointment. You're never going to amount to anything. Your sister is the only successful child that I had. How dare you try to follow in her footsteps? Everything that you're doing is going to backfire. You're a monster, Robbie. You should kill yourself.
All right. And regardless of whether or not this ruins the ritual, Mori just says, fuck you. You really don't know him, do you? You're just angry that he's still here.
Aurora, not knowing what's going on for the other, just focusing on Robbie, probably would brush his cheek with blood, his tears away, and say, "It's okay. We're here. We'll help you. You're not alone anymore. It's okay."
He just blinks really hard, nods. And then when as the father wilts Mori, his words drying up and dying along with his haunting, you get the feeling distinctly this is not the only time he's going to be around. You get a distinct feeling with 4 successes that he is going to haunt Robbie for a long time.
Right. I think it's time to pick up ghost killing. Is that a thing? She kind of says to herself.
Because Robbie is the last one, she continues with her hand on Robbie's cheek. She says, or picking up where they left off, basically says, "By the blood that binds us and the curse we bear, we swear to serve the Dark Father."
We are his shadows, his vengeance, His children.
No force shall break us, for his blood runs through us.
In blood we serve. In blood we endure.
Cain, father of our kind, grant us your strength, your wrath, your protection.
Watch over your children as we walk the path you carved.
Guide us through the darkness, for we are yours.
We are yours, Dark Father. Protect us.
In darkness, we are unseen.
In shadow, we are invincible.
Go now, with Cain's blessing upon you.
As you conclude it, the lights shut off, and Stone, in a voice that doesn't sound like him at all, says, "Strike now." And since you're holding Robbie, Aurora, you think he means Robbie.
Oh yeah, she does it.
Robbie lets out a gasp, and then his hands are coming up around you. And Mori, this huge shadow, steps over to you, and Stone strikes you with his fangs.
Right. Where does he bite her?
On your neck.
Damn.
Oh, well, I can't
Nice.
really return that, can I?
Yeah. So anyways, who does Az bite, if anybody first? So go popcorn it around.
I think Az wants to bite Stone first.
Okay, so while he's feeding on
Yeah.
Mori, okay, where?
Nice.
Oh, it's right in his neck.
Oh my gosh.
It's an emotional response. It's,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, Damien.
Damien will bite into like. He'll bite in not to Aurora's neck, but it's like that space where like. It's right in between like the shoulder and the neck. Yeah, right there.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she gasps a little bit, like, and that's where when she like stops biting Robbie, I think, in that moment.
Okay. And then everything shifts. Who's the second person your character bites? We'll start with Aurora.
She would shoot. I had this in my mind, and now I'm going blank. I guess. Kind of okay. This is gonna be a little geeky, but so she's gonna grab Damien and kind of force him to his knees and then bite on his neck as if to be like, no.
Oh. Okay.
And it bites him hard. Like that nice like groove. Like, yeah, she does not hold back. She bites him really hard.
Okay. Who does Mori bite?
I mean, I was going to bite Aurora, but
I mean, you can't.
yeah,
There's
she's
space
going
for-
to bite Aurora.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. And Az?
I'm gonna come over to Damien and I'm gonna pull up his hand and bite into his wrist.
Nice. Okay. All right. And Damien?
And Aurora's right there, so I might as well go for it. It's striking distance for me, so yeah.
Okay. You hear when Stone strikes Robbie. And then vice versa. Robbie then is like, "What? God, fuck, ow, dude!" And then bites Stone. And Stone just chuckles, and Robbie, it only breaks it up for a moment, this like heady tension that's growing and growing and growing and growing, this like very intimate feeling. We could continue, you could describe, or I can jump ahead to the very last person biting the very last person. It's up to you guys. What do you want to experience?
I'm okay with moving on, but if everyone else wants to continue, feel free, and I will join you.
I think it's kind of fun to do everybody, right? But that's just my vote.
Okay.
What do you think, Phil?
I mean, I could do either or. I mean, I don't mind playing it out or moving it on.
Yeah, I don't mind either, too. Shoot. Sir Taylor, what do you want from us?
Ah, the game of preferences. You see, I am
Yes.
merely here to referee and commend.
All right. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna say play it out. Play it
Okay.
out. All right.
The third person
Um,
your kindred bites. Aurora, go ahead and then popcorn it around.
All right. Aurora goes a little bit. She bites. She actually. Jaqi, she gives just Mori a kiss on the neck before biting down, and she's quite gentle with you.
Okay, yep. Mori definitely catches that.
Yeah, like, and she kind of like doesn't think about it, but like, yeah, it's unconscious, but you're picking up what she's throwing down, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, I'm gonna popcorn it onto Mori since that was my next victim.
If I'm bit in the neck, I can't really move around, right?
Right, but this would be your third person you bite anyways, regardless.
Oh, I see. First person, I guess, would have been Azriel. I'll do stone.
Oh, you go find Stone?
Yeah.
Okay. He doesn't give you a choice on where you get to bite him. You bite him in the neck. He brings your little body hard up against his, and he makes himself kind of like a bed for you. Like, here you go, my little shadow princess.
God.
He loves this shit. What do you mean?
He's having a great time.
He's shirtless.
Okay.
He's slick
Jaqi,
with blood.
Jaqi is getting like blushy, kind of like awkward. No, Mori's enjoying it as well.
He tastes.
Noise.
Just so you're aware.
He tastes so ancient.
Oh
Like
shit!
a fine wine or like, moldy bread.
I love that. Moldy.
That was very good. Everyone can have 1 XP. That was really
Yay!
funny. He tastes like a fine wine, ancient, like powerful, delicious, dark, heady, sinful, wicked, divine.
So I would say that Mori's bite started out soft, but like the further she tasted, the further like she went in the bite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay, and then Azriel.
I think Azriel will go up to Aurora, and he'll kind of eye her for a sec, like looking at her neck, like he almost asking if he can go for the neck.
She'll just reach out her hand to him.
He'll super gently bite into her neck, but he'll be eyeing Mori the whole time. It's kind of a jealousy, like he saw you bite Mori, and he's jealous.
Nice. I love it. Let's go. All right, Bill, your turn.
Oh, he's gonna bite Azriel on the shoulder blade,
Oh,
like the
damn.
shoulder blade, like through clothing and everything.
Oh shit! Let's go.
It is not gentle.
Yeah, I don't assume so.
Fair, I wasn't
Jesus.
gentle with you.
Okay. Fourth person you bite.
Who did Robbie bite?
Robbie didn't bite anybody. He only bites who bites him. He's very uncomfortable.
Oh. All right, that's
He
fair.
also prefers only to bite wrists. Everything else feels far too intimate.
Oh no, she would give him her wrist then.
Okay, yeah, he's just...
Yeah, just so he feels a part of the group.
I
you
mean,
know.
to be a silly Billy, he probably bites Damien on the ankle to try to break up the intensity.
I love it.
So, yeah.
Aurora chuckles at that, and she nods approvingly.
He's just trying to be the little class clown, and he's like, this is This is really
Weird.
serious, Shaggy. Ruh-roh.
So the fourth person, let's see. So Damien, Mori, Azriel.
Yeah.
I bite him on the wrist.
Okay.
I definitely bite him on the wrist. Actually, no, I'm gonna bite him in the forearm because he's got the muscles. Like it right in the bicep. Just grab a little bite.
Damien.
I'm done. Mm-hmm.
I'll just grab Robbie by the wrist and finally give him a nibble, so it's not awkward for him.
Okay.
I'll make him feel weird.
He, like,
Exactly. We're all like,
yeah, after you nibble, he like attacks your ankles, trying to be funny, you know? Like, yeah. Okay. Mori?
Damien, I believe. Yeah, Damien. He would be next on her list.
Okay, Azriel?
You can exact your justice.
She doesn't bite hard. She just kind of looks at him,
I like how everybody
little
was
bit of
biting Damien
resentment.
hard though.
but she does not bite him hard. It also doesn't seem like she's enjoying this.
Oh yeah, by the way, Aurora's, you can tell like there is a part of Aurora that you guys are finding out about real quick.
I like the sound of you eating snacks as you're saying that.
Sorry.
Like, it's good. No, it's great. Okay.
Moldy bread.
Azriel? Did I already say Azriel? I think I did. Damien, right?
Damien, yeah. No, Damien was my second round.
Okay, so this fourth person you bite.
So, let's go, Robbie.
Okay.
And notice, just this is my first time really interacting with him. I'll invite him to bite my neck first.
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm chill. I'll just...
Oh, come on.
He sticks his fingers in your mouth. Just here you go.
I'll bite him gently.
Okay, and then he grabs your hand and puts your fingers in his mouth, so it's just like your fingers are in each other's mouth. He's very uncomfortable, just trying to break up the...
I'll just give him a smile and try to...
Yeah. I will say, every time a member of the pack bites Robbie, it tastes like sunshine. And just... laughter. When you bite Stone,
Aww.
it tastes like power. Not moldy bread, but power.
Okay.
Gasoline, baby! Okay,
All right, is this our last person now?
I think so.
It is, yep.
Damn
yeah.
it, Bevan, no!
So Aurora would. So where is Stone right now?
Eyeing Damien in the dark.
It's the gayest shit I've heard all day.
I love it. I personally, as a
It's
player,
the
love
edgiest,
it.
gayest shit I've heard all day, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, right. I'm just like, ooh.
Just wait till I describe it, Bill.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah, because let's see. I think she's gotten everyone except for Stone, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm
Everybody
gonna
has
hold
one
off.
person
I'm gonna
they
hold
haven't
off on this
bit,
one.
right?
Aurora's gonna wait for Stone to go to Damien first,
Okay.
and then I'll describe it.
Okay. Azriel?
Azriel comes up behind Mori, and he'll whisper in her ear, I saved the best for last.
Oh,
And he'll wrap his arms around you real possessively and bite into your neck.
that was very sexy. Wow.
Ow, chicka, wow, wow.
Wow. The priest.
And he's definitely making a show of Mori is mine with how he's doing it.
Oh.
In response, Mori says, I just couldn't wait to taste you.
I'm here.
And Azriel just smiles at that,
Oh.
offering up his neck.
Oh. Wow. Oh, wow. Wow.
Is the storyteller broken?
I'm a little. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh my. Woo. Okay, Damien.
I mean, Stone's the last one, so
for both of us. Hey, yo.
Okay, so Stone's gonna approach Damien first,
Yeah. No. This is great.
and he gets on his knees. And his palms trail from your ankles, up your calves, over your thighs, and slowly he's standing the whole way up. It's like a lover's caress until the two of you, of height, are nose to nose, and he steps in close, so he's chest to chest. And he takes your hands, Damien,
Yes.
and he puts them on his sides. And he has you hold him, essentially. And he leans in. I can't wait to taste you.
Just had to make it weird, didn't you?
Let me have this.
Fine.
He kisses you, Damien. And he bites and scores your tongue. And he does the same to his own lips.
I mean, it's where I'm at, so we just gotta reciprocate.
Yes. So happy.
There is no denying how attractive Stone thinks you are. And in this moment, it's like a pass. In between the drinking and the kissing, he says, I burn for you. And then it's over. All at once, he steps back, licking his own lips. You see them flash purple in the dark.
Damien will lick his lips, kind of cleaning himself up. And just kind of like stare Stone down. Just kind of like, that happened, so we're here. Like this, like he's a very straight man, but like I would imagine it's both himself and Artemis just being like, yeah, we're here for it.
Before Stone completely disengages, there's just a whisper of space between the two of you. He speaks in a low voice, eyes glowing that violet. It doesn't have to end here, you know. And if it is a female form you desire, you see his face shift in the dark, taking on a more feminine mask, and then the body sort of folds itself, changing in front of your eyes. A heavy pair of breasts, a narrow waist, tall for a woman, but a woman nonetheless.
He's just gonna say, you know, aloud for the both to hear, I'll think about it. And how about that?
There's a chuckle that's very dark and womanly. And then the body stretches out back to its original form. And he blinks. And the violet glow, is gone. And he turns and he prowls over to Aurora.
Aurora, seeing this exchange, you don't see her get jealous. You don't see her scold. She just smiles, as if she's tuned into a secret. And she stalks over. There is confidence in her step towards stone, like a predator going for its prey. She just looked. There is defiance, hedonism. Can't say that word. As if
Hedonism.
Hedonism. Thank you. As if this entire thing has been everything that, in the deepest, darkest parts of her heart, she's always desired. And she stalks him just as well.
Like two predators. He pounces, you shift out of the way, then you pounce, he shifts, and then finally the two of you collide, and you see stars. When he strikes your vein. And he's there long enough that you begin to bleed. And then he moves up to your mouth, hands roaming over your body. Your hands, he puts them on his pectorals and has you score the flesh downward. It is hedonistic. And he bellows and moans. And the feeding and the sex, if you allow it to go that far, sort of infiltrates the room.
Oh yeah, she kisses him first before she feeds him. She wants him to taste all the blood that she's had, and she wants to taste everything that he has had.
If you let him, Aurora, he will go between your thighs to finish the ritual. And
Absolutely, yeah,
he'll strike the vein in your thigh and alternate between there and the very core of your being.
Yep, nope, she's... yeah.
And everyone
Everything
else
that's
in the
happening-
room.
Hey man, now you get to find out, now everybody knows just how kinky Aurora is under all those layers of clothes.
I will say that it takes... You have to roll a composure and resolve if your kindred resists this. Otherwise, Azriel, Mori, it's gonna lead to some more intimate, close to
Mori
each
is
other.
not rejecting this. I'm
So-
just saying.
So
Yes!
if you resist, I'm just saying it because Robbie's resisting.
You know
Like,
what?
he's like in the corner. Like he's
If Mori is into it, Azriel might be into it too.
okay. So you guys will also feed your hedonistic desires. Robbie does not succeed his composure resolve, so I guess he goons. Is that what we're calling it now in the corner?
Yes, it's gooning.
Okay. Damien, are you actively resisting?
Yes, I am.
All right, composure resolve. Robbie tried, he failed. Actually, I could use willpower. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah. Also, I mean, come on, man. Be a little gay. It's fine. The more fruity, the better. I'm laughing.
3. I
Okay.
don't know if I resist or win.
A 3 does not resist. It is, you gotta get a 4 above. Robbie just barely got a 4, so he resists.
You could re-roll.
Yeah, you could willpower it.
I do have the means to do it, yeah.
Or you could not.
Or you could just go upstairs and find Mia.
You could, yes.
Yeah, exactly. You could.
I mean, that is an option, yeah.
What
He'll
will
just,
actually end up happening is Robbie, he succeeds, so he opens the door. Mia's right there, so you get a flash of her. So your initial response is to pull her into the dark instead of going
Yeah.
to meet her. Okay. So Robbie resists. No one stops him. He leaves. He got 5 successes with that reroll. He's out. He's like, I am going. Peggy's like, hey, are you okay? Do you want a cup of chocolate? And he's like, you know what? Yes. I don't care if I'm going to puke it up. I need a lot of hot chocolate. And she's like, yeah, okay. Are you okay? Yep, I'm great. So anyways, you pull Mia into the dark. She is not immune to the injection of raw, primal male animal that you're throwing, right? Those pheromones, she gives in. even though she's a little embarrassed that everyone's there. And in the dark, Damien, you trace the scars of her hunter life. And we're going to take a small break right here.
All right.
By the time the rituals are to fruition and the bond is in place and the blood and hedonistic desires are well and spent, dawn is approaching. You have only 2 hours before the sun rises, which is enough time to find some place safe, batten down, get yourselves cleaned up, and etc. When all of you reemerge, not entirely cleaned up, unless you decided to shower immediately after. We'll just say you emerge from the basement cleaned, whatever, okay? Robbie and Peggy seem to be fast friends. The two of them chatting casually. Robbie sitting pretty close to her. I need the coterie to roll a wits and awareness.
Yes! Okay.
That is 9 sucks.
Damn,
Just
okay.
3. I double crit.
Let's see. I think 5, but I got critical or bestial, I think.
4 sucks.
Critical. Oh, so a 10 on my blood dice. Sorry, not a critical.
Go ahead and type how many sucks you got in the Discord. Okay, so Azriel and Mori are the only ones who see it. Robbie had his arm behind the back of the chair that Peggy was sitting in, and he like quickly shifts it back to his lap and then like straightens. However, there is no romantic or sexual tension from Peggy at all. It's very obvious. Robbie, it's not as obvious what his intention was. Because it could have been a social kindred win to sort of exert that level of control. But he stands and is like, "You're back. Peggy and I were just about to, well..." And Peggy says, "Politely knock. Considering the noises that were happening, I hope you're all well and good. Looks like you showered, thank God. Hopefully you cleaned the room as well. If not, I suppose Robbie and I would be happy to do so. By the way, we've run out of things to watch, so we've started it again for the 3rd time. I'm not offended or in a bad mood at all." And Robbie kind of snorts, and she says, "But no, really, I'm not actually like in a bad mood or anything. Are you guys okay? At one point, I thought someone was getting choked." And Robbie is like, "They probably were, but they probably liked it."
I know, I was like, Aurora kind of touches her neck. I'm like...
Mori winces. Yeah, that was definitely her.
And just, Aurora just goes, shh, and then like, looks like really shy and is trying not to giggle.
Right. Sorry, I didn't know how long it would take.
No.
Yeah.
That's all right. You've just got, she looks at her wrist, like an hour and a half before the sun rises. So Peggy claps her hands. We should find somewhere safe, right? Because y'all go up and smoke with the sun, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Anyone have a suggestion?
We stay
I
here?
mean, I have only emergency day bags. There's only 2, though, so
There should be a sleeping bag somewhere.
I'm not worried about that.
Just go back to the basement.
I mean, I don't think anyone works at this place. We could do that if you really wanted to. I guess myself and Mia could stay awake, but Mia looks you look tired, and she's like tucked into Damien's side. Probably has his jacket around her. Probably had like Aurora and Mori, underwear was just shredded by vampiric teeth, you know. She just...
Yeah, just Aurora's just in a t-shirt at this point, so.
I know who can. You know what? You still have Hanson. He can help. He's always eager,
He went to go
right,
get us
Hanson?
pizza. Well, I was hungry, and that's the only place that's open.
Right.
Yeah.
You might want an energy drink or something.
I'm gonna look downstairs.
Also,
probably our best bet. There's no windows downstairs.
you're gonna want to talk to your ferret. He went with Hanson, but I think he was really upset.
I know why he was upset.
Aurora goes to talk to Fenrir when she mentions that.
Fenrir and Nina, when you ask Peggy where they were last, they were outside in the back. They're not there now. So, probably just off peeing on stuff, doing dog things, you know? Surely.
Aurora
Not up to anything
whistles.
else.
Oh.
Would Thanatos be with them?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, do I get that implication? Like...
No, when you whistle, Fenrir, comes around the corner. You know, tongue lolling out, like, hello? Mom? Hi!
Yeah, she, sits down, and just pets him. And just thinking about everything that just happened.
He sniffa you really hard.
Oh, and Aurora's like, you probably should not do that.
And then Nina comes up behind you and she sniffa, and then Thanatos just dives into your lap.
Aurora looks so red in the face right now.
And dogs are like, pet us, we're dogs. Oh my god, we're dogs, pet us. Except Nina's kind of withdrawn, but the other two, they rile each other up. They're in petting them, both Thanatos and Fenrir kind of wet, probably because they've been playing a lot, and both are panting, and they seem happy. They seem like they've just running around, doing dog things together.
Aurora, breathes a sigh of relief, and she tells them that they're gonna bed. That we're gonna bed for the night.
You get a yip and a bark.
And she looks at Nina and kind of does the shy grabbing arm and looking down.
The way Nina looks at you is with unadulterated judgment.
Aurora looks so Aurora can't even meet Nina's face. Eyes just kind of looks down and then walks back in. Feeling self-conscious.
Right. Let's go around and get what everybody's doing, okay? So Aurora leaves, the rest of Dakota, you're still standing there. Peggy and Robbie. Robbie's the one that says, I guess it's up to Damien, but, you know, they could... And he kind of wiggles his head back and forth, suggesting going to your place. Unless they all have their own place. I don't know how this works. I don't know.
There's not enough room there. You know how that basement is a decent size, but it's not big enough for... He just counts it. Yeah, that ain't it.
Right. How's your apartment, Peggy? As Mori kind of goes behind her and just hugs her from around the chair, just possessively.
I mean, my apartment's pretty average. I could probably sleep every one. There's windows though, so I don't.
Oh. Shame.
Yeah. I mean, I could make it a crack shack and tinfoil them.
No need. I do have some safe houses that I can visit. I just don't know if they're compromised. And then she turns her head towards Damien and just says, would it be alright if we stayed over?
I can take 2 more. That's literally it. It's a full house at that point. But I might have a cot or something for Peggy, but we're sharing bunks at this point.
Right. Well, maybe just me then? Looks over at Peggy. Do you want... I don't know, are you going to work tomorrow?
I mean, if I want to keep my job.
Do you want to keep your job?
She just looks down. I mean, I don't know where else I would get money.
I'm sure you could find a place. Do you want to be working, Peggy, with the police?
It'd probably benefit us. I'd have it in. Right?
I'm happy with it if you are.
She nods. I can head home.
Right. And I guess we'll see you tomorrow? I can give you the address, I think.
Yeah.
Is that all right, Damien?
Yeah, that's fine. We're just he looks at the time. We're gonna be breaking a couple of laws to get there. Let's just say that.
Right. Mori quickly jots it down and then goes towards Damien. Be safe, Peggy, all right?
She nods. You as well, though. You know. It's kind of a dog eat dog world out there. Elbows you in the shoulder, like.
Don't worry. I can handle myself.
Wiggles her eyebrows. All
Hey,
right.
I'm just saying, I turned invisible in front of your eyes. You didn't even notice.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get an Uber, I guess.
Cute.
I'll see you tomorrow.
See you
He's
tomorrow.
gonna stop before. Does Peggy like have a firearm since she's a cop? Like, does she have one on her at all times, or is she like not packing anything?
She is packing right now because she was in her uniform. So.
Got it. Never mind. As you were.
Yeah. So.
But speaking of that, Mori does give her a couple of incendiary rounds. You know, for just in case you think you're running into a vampire.
Oh, wow.
Protection.
Yeah.
It's important.
Yeah. Thank you. These are.
Don't use it on regular people. They will burn up and die.
Oh.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. No worries. Oh boy. Whew. And she kind of gives Robbie a hug. You're gonna be okay. And he's like, thanks. And she's like, just, you have my number. Yeah. Bye, Peggy. She waves at each of you. What's Azriel doing while this is happening?
He's just kind of watching everybody, figuring out where we're gonna stay the night.
Okay, at this point, Peggy, she comes out, says goodbye to Aurora as Aurora's coming back in.
Bye, Peggy. Do you have a way to contact us?
I've got phone numbers. And an address. I'll meet you guys tomorrow. Good luck getting home.
And here. If you really want to make a case against the Mercies, you're going to need this. And gives her the USB.
Oh. Are you
Just be careful.
She hugs you all at once.
And Aurora returns the hugs and says, I believe in justice. You're a good cop.
I try to be.
Just be careful.
She will give
And lets her go.
She'll give you a really friendly nod, and she'll leave. Waiting for her Ubernator.
Yeah, and Aurora's gonna start checking her phone messages.
When you get back inside?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure you have one from Maeve checking on you and nothing from Joe yet.
Yeah, that's fine. She sends ones to Maeve, and what does Maeve say? She say, "Hey, how's it go? Everything all right?"
Yeah, just checking in.
And I just say, "Still alive," a smiley face. Stay safe. And she just watches the group. She's just observing, contemplating the words that she said, like kind of reviewing everything that's gone on.
Stone steps up into Aurora's space and says, "You mind if I bunk with you?" He has not put his shirt back on.
Aurora kind of chuckles to herself, and she kind of smiles quietly, and she's like, "And I thought you were gonna bunk with Damien."
Just kind of smirks a little.
Just smiles, and she's like, I think that's okay, right? Despite his aggressive nature, and looks at Mia, I think he has a good anchor. He'd be good for you. Kind of laughs to herself.
Well, you've got quite a way with words. We'll see.
What were you gonna tell me before this all started? It's done now. Or this is the beginning.
There's so much I'm not sure where to start.
Then I guess we better start soon. Just tell me the last thing you want to tell me. And we'll go from there.
He glances.
And she grabs his...
Go ahead.
Go for it.
You go.
All right. She's gonna grab his hand and squeeze it. And he's standing up, right?
Mm-hmm.
She just gives it a small kiss on the back of his hand. And Jen just kisses one of the tattoos in her arms. And she's like, "It's gonna be okay." And looks at him with a warm smile. Where do you want to stay for the night?
You mind if I bunk with you? Wherever you're headed?
That's a good question. Where am I headed? I don't even know anymore. I wonder if that... I wonder if Damien would let us borrow one of his plays. I feel like maybe Azriel and Mori should bunk together. I don't know what's... Honestly, you could just all sleep on the floor. That's what me and my cousins used to do when we were kids.
It's not gonna matter. We're all gonna be dead. Nobody's gonna feel a wood piece in your back. Just saying.
Exactly. All right. Well, I mean, Damien, what about that other place near here? Surely there was some place around here that has plenty of space.
Which space are you referring to exactly?
When we first came here, you said that you knew someone, the person that was here. Didn't they have somewhere here we could stay?
Maybe, but they're probably dead asleep at this point, so that's kind of not
Wait.
really an option.
Looking at him like really? Like they're asleep, they're dead.
Like they're asleep, you know? I imagine they went to bed around like 12 or maybe 1 in the morning.
Wait. You know someone that's actually out here? I was referring to the lady that, well, the other one. The one that is no longer with us.
That's a little further out than you want to be. I don't know if we'll make it there in time.
Then let's just stay here, guys. There's plenty of space.
Right. And
We'd rather not
unless
break.
somebody's been following us, they shouldn't know where we're at immediately.
Exactly. And I'm just worried about if y'all decide to break traffic laws, that draws attention.
So you guys are going to stay in the vacation business?
Yep.
Huh?
All right. If Mia has a say, she says her and Damien go back to his place.
Finish what they started? No, just kidding.
Mostly so she can get close.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right.
That's fair,
That's
though,
fine.
because we could all meet, you know, unless, like, Aurora's understanding, respectful of Damien's space, so she doesn't mind staying here. I guess with just Stone, because I don't know if there's a hotel nearby Damien's place.
Yeah, I mean, there's hotels all throughout the city.
All right, then Aurora would propose that then.
All right, so it's settled, I take it.
Yep.
Also, how the hell did you get here?
Looks at Azriel, points to him, his truck. Like looking at you like, yeah, there's 2 cars.
Well, we'll go our separate ways. I hope tomorrow night we can actually, you know, forget that your mother isn't here.
Mm-hmm.
Might want to check on that soon.
I'm not gonna have enough time to go to Az's place.
Oh no, I didn't.
Plus, I thought we
mean now.
didn't think my place was safe.
Mm-mm.
We got visions there. So I don't know if that means it's not safe, but probably shouldn't go there tonight at least.
Well, considering that Damien got visions, or he went apeshit as well at his place, I don't think it mattered where you were.
Yeah, I guess nowhere is safe for us now.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. We should get going.
Okay,
Do you want to go to your place, Azriel?
that works for me.
Then I guess Mori will take your hand and join you in your car.
Aurora's like, mind giving us a lift?
Yeah, of course.
I already found a booked place.
You can always stay with me again if you want.
Looks to Stone.
He has no preference.
What do you want to do? Okay.
Yeah, zero preference from the big guy.
I'm gonna stay no. I want to stay in a hotel today.
Okay.
Mori just kind of looks at Aurora a bit sad with that response.
Aurora looks at her and like tilts her head. And is like, "What is one night when we have eternity?"
Right. Be
and
safe.
kind of, you too, and just touches her forehead and her nose to yours, Mori, and just plants ever so slightly a small kiss on your lips and leaves.
Mori's fingers trail the place where you kissed her before she goes into the car. I guess her spot in the car.
Aurora gets in the bed of the truck and gives Azriel the address.
Stone joins
It's
you
just-
in the back.
Just really contemplative, thinking.
When Damien, you head out to get into your car, Hanson's standing there, Peggy's near your car, and he's handing her pizza. And shortly thereafter, her Uber shows up after some conversation with Hanson. Yeah, Zero starts in on you. You slut! You fucking giant fucking slut!
Why are you so mad?
What do you mean? Was I ever invited once?
I mean, you're the one who could have come. I thought you were with me the whole time.
No, I was trying to hang out with Robbie and in solidarity, and then Peggy was like, "Oh, a rat!" And I couldn't escape. And she was just petting me. And then she washed me in the sink. She washed me. She said, "Oh, you're a little smelly. You smell a little bad. So I'm going to wash you." And you weren't there. You were too busy being a slut. You are spoiling our good Christian name.
What's our good Christian name again?
Damien!
Okay. It was. Listen, it was just with Mia. You're freaking out over nothing. I mean, you got washed, right? Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Here we go. I was gonna say,
Um,
what is it? Pineapple?
Oh no, it
Pineapple.
was
Pineapples?
pineapples. Kiwis.
Okay.
Kiwis.
All right, we're Kiwis.
So he tries to get in Mia's lap. Mia's like, sorry, buddy. And then he notices and is like, "You ripped her pants! You ripped her pants, you monster!" And he just starts shaking your shirt sleeve with his tiny little paws, like rocking back and forth, like beep, 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 beep. But Mia says he sounds really angry. And he's like, "I'm fucking furious. You tell her that you're gonna get lashings and you're gonna have to say, 'Dear Daddy, I have sinned. I've been naughty. I mean, dear Father, I have whatever.' You're gonna need to say your Marshall Marys or however you say that word. You're gonna need to pray. You're gonna need to be a nun."
No, I don't.
He's just raging.
I don't think I'm gonna do
Against your
that.
sleeve.
You're just mad that you weren't there for the moment.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm mad for a lot of
Did you
reasons.
think-
The door was locked. Peggy washed me. She's a really nice lady, though. I like her. Don't do anything. And then Robbie came out, and he was as red as a tomato, as red as a beet. That poor kid. You made him do all that, and he was in there. He was in there. He didn't know it was gonna happen. And then everyone starts whipping their things out, and they start spraying. What the fuck? You're crazy. You whore. And he's slapping you now, but you can barely feel it.
I think you just need to calm down, pal.
My
What,
rage
you wanna,
cannot be
well,
contained. How many
do
rounds,
you want me to
Damien?
just...
How many rounds?
He looks at Mia like, I lost count. How many?
6 hours, man. I was alone for 6 fucking hours.
I mean, you had Rob, you had Hanson.
Hanson
likes
is
you.
as fun as a empty bag of potato chips, thanks to you.
Do you want me to change that?
No! You leave the poor man alone. He's already broken enough, and we're going straight to hell for what we did to him. And I'm sure we're going straight to hell for what you did to Mia. And whoever else you did it to. I don't want to know. You smell like all of them. Actually, I kind of do want to know, but not in detail. You smell like all of them, Damien. All of them.
It was just Mia. You're acting like it was everyone. There was that weird moment with Stone, though.
What do you mean? I thought we talked about this. I thought we said we weren't going to go sleep with that guy because he's creepy.
I mean, I didn't sleep with him. I just fed off of him, but it was just weird.
That's just as bad. First it starts with you necking and sucking, and then it goes into you fucking and fucking. I know how this works. I'm not an idiot. I mean, I might be an idiot, but I'm not that much of an idiot. Oh my god. And poor Aurora. She was probably terrified. You think back.
Nah, I think she was just fine.
What do you mean?
Think, she seemed to be in her element.
What? No. She's a good Christian girl. Or anti-Christian, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's what you think, pal.
Oh my god. She's in her rebellious Oh my god. Oh no. Oh god. No. No. My sweet baby Aurora, you're a prostitute. Just like Damien, you slut. And he starts slapping you again. And eventually the rage peters out and he settles on your lap. I'm glad you're back. I was lonely.
Glad you kept everyone company.
Yeah, you're welcome. You know, she tried to put a bow on me. She was like, oh, you're so cute. You're a little princess. And I was like, I'm a man. Anyways.
I mean, do you want a bow? Is that what you want?
No, I don't want a fucking bow. I don't want a bow, you prostitute. I don't.
Do you want a Godzilla bow? Is that what you want?
What do I want? I don't know.
I didn't hear.
I just kind of missed you, I guess.
Missed you too, buddy.
6 hours away from you, and I'm having animal shakes and anxiety. Crazy.
Well, like as they're driving, I guess if I hear about a potential orgy session again, I'll let you know, pal. Since you're so concerned.
Wait, it actually was? Oh my god. I mean, that's what it
I
sounded
wasn't a
like.
part.
There was just like... But, damn, I didn't actually know. Wow. You know what? Maybe I do want to hang out with Robbie. Ugh. Wait, how come he was kicked out?
He kind of had a freak out. He just didn't want to be a part of it.
Oh. Well, he's our good Christian boy. And Robbie is like, am I supposed to understand everything the ferret is saying? And slowly, very slowly, Zero turns and there's a glint in his gaze. Hey, Robbie, you can understand everything that I'm saying? I really don't want to know what this guy's... How come I can understand everything? Robbie, you can understand everything that I'm saying now, can you, little boyo? Well, let me teach you something real good. Why can I understand everything that the ferret is saying? And Zero just starts in. He just starts, you're gonna be the one carrying our good Christian name because Damien's a slut and so is your sister. And Robbie's like, no, she's not. Why can I understand what he's saying? And Mia's like, yeah, you get used to it. Or not, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, he's kind of in the back. Zero's like running across the seat and Robbie's trying to get away from him. And it's just back and forth and back and forth. Yeah. Yep.
The whole like turning of the head and the glint in his eyes made me almost like the water almost came out of my nose. I was trying to swallow. The
Sure
image
you
in my
were,
head.
slut. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You
Just wanted to
dishonored.
say he was the least slutty out of all of us. Okay.
I know, right? You dishonored your family. You
Thing.
dishonored your cow. Right? I was like, oh, sweet. I was like, she is like not religious at all. Agnostic, but.
I
Yeah, Aurora was yeah, this was her element. This is where she thrives.
And that's your whole ride home, is just zero manifesting Catholic chaotic energy all over Robbie being like, I didn't do anything. I know, and that's why you're a good virgin boy. Oh my god, please stop. Please. I'm scared, Damien. Yeah, you're gonna be more scared if you do anything terrible. I'll show you scared. Here's my fist of God. You're only a ferret. No, I'm not. Anyways, that's the whole drive home. Whole drive.
Beautiful.
Yep.
oh I fucking can't.
I can't. Same.
And in the other car, we're gonna have a moment for roleplay between Az and Mori, since you're both in the cab, and then some roleplay between Stone and Aurora, if you wish. Okay.
As a As I'll turn to Mori, we kind of need to talk about what happened at the end there.
Oh, do we?
For my sake, at least.
Sure. What's up?
I don't know if you could tell. I definitely feel jealous. I feel possessive of you.
Okay. Right. Like, what does that mean? Like, do you want me to not sleep around? Do you want me to, I don't know, alter yourself or something?
A part of me does want you all to myself. But I also want you to be happy. I know how Aurora feels about you. And I can see how you could feel about Aurora too. I just want to work through this for my own. This is just a concept I've never even given the light before in my. But after the ritual and the excitement, it was really nice being with you for the first time.
Yeah. It was.
I need to work this out in my head, I guess.
Right. And I'm just, how can I help you? Because what's said and done already happened, right?
I guess I'm just trying to justify it in my head.
Right. Well, you also did her? Does that help?
I guess. Are you okay with this?
I think so. Like, I'm not going to lie, I did feel a special connection with her before. I don't know. We built it up. It was friendly at first, but I guess I kind of like her as well. Is that wrong?
No, I'm okay with that. I'm happy for you. I'm happy that you're happy.
Is he though?
I don't know. Is he? Can I tell?
Let's
You want to roll an insight on that?
Hell yeah. Let's see. What's inside?
Yeah.
Okay, I got nothing in insight. Let's go. Oop, that's cocked.
Now, is it also he's okay with Aurora, not less okay with Stone? Is it he wants to be first lover, not second lover? Is it rules where only get to do with Aurora when do the rituals? You know, how does it? What does? Think about what Mori would pick up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't roll great. I rolled 2 successes.
You can tell there's a sense of jealousy, and he wants to be your number one. He's more okay with you and Aurora just because of how his relationship with Stone was. He's got kind of the animosity is still there, but he's okay with it ever, like, the ritual kind of changed his thought process.
Right. So, I guess I'm sorry.
You don't have to apologize.
I've never really done a relationship sort of thing, so, I don't know the rules.
I've only ever done the one before. And that one was hardly real.
Is there supposed to be a limit to how many people you love? I understand that, walking around that usually people pair up into 2s, but that doesn't mean the other way is wrong, right?
My beliefs had some pretty stern beliefs on that. I guess that's why I find it just so difficult.
Right. But you do know that not everybody has those beliefs. Like, I don't. First of all.
I know.
What can I do to help you with the future? With us in the future?
Just be here for me. Don't leave me on my own again.
Does that mean if I'm interested in Aurora, you have to also be, I don't know, banging her at the same time?
I mean, I'd feel more comfortable if we did it as a pair.
Right. Well, would she?
I don't know. We can always ask her.
Then maybe we do that. But if she's not, would you be okay with sitting on the side or whatever? What's the compromise?
I think I'd be okay sitting on the side for you.
She'll nod her head. And I guess in that case, I won't do anything with stone until you're more okay with it. Does that work for you?
Yeah. Thanks for going with my crazy feelings.
I mean, at that point, I think she'd probably cup your face with her hand and just say, I know you're driving, so it's just one side. And she just says, you're not crazy. And I'm sorry. I made you sad.
Thank you. I want you to be happy, though. Your happiness is very important to me. And I'm happy Aurora makes you happy. I quite like her as a friend.
That doesn't mean doesn't mean I'm not happy with you. You know that, right?
I know. I didn't mean it like that.
Right. It just means my heart's big enough to love multiple people.
That's kind of amazing. Phrase like that, it makes it feel wrong to even question it.
I understand. Sort of. I was raised in something similar, just, preached by my father. So, the words are quite a bit different.
I guess the reason I'm feeling jealous is because of just how much I like you.
She'll give you a kiss on your cheek. I like you too. I like you a lot, Azriel. I like you so much that it hurts being away from you.
I feel the same way.
Then I'll always be here for you, okay? You don't have to worry about me vanishing. At least not of my own volition.
That's good to hear.
She'll smile at Azriel, and unless there's anything else, that would be pretty much it for her.
Yeah, that's kind of where Azriel will wrap it up too.
Then I guess we'll meanwhile over to Aurora. If there's any RP back there.
Yeah. Aurora probably looking at the sky and thinking about like everything that's going on, conversations that need to be had, kind of planning things out. And then she looks over to Stone and she's like, "You okay?"
Roll a wits and insight.
Oh boy, that is a great. All right, let's see. And that is going to be a whopping. Oh, hello, 5.
You see a war written on his face. He actually isn't sitting by you. He's at the very end of the truck bed. His big body is actually kind of curled in on itself. He's hugging his knees, and he's looking at the road. And when you get close enough to him to speak, his face is a scowl, and one of his eyes is twitching, and then it'll stop, then it'll twitch, and it's very clear that there's an internal monologue or war happening behind his eyes.
Aurora holds his face
And says, "Let me in."
roll a... Roll a composure resolve for me.
Okay. That I can do. Alright. Yes! Okay. Oh, yes! Okay. 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 Dice have been rolling quite good. 1, 2. That is a 6. If I need to...
Nope, you got it. His eyes, for a moment, they're all golden, the color of whiskey. That heavy, southern drawl. I'm just not... No, I don't think I am okay. And then the eye is twitching, like there's something else.
Hey. And she lays beside him and makes him like the little spoon and plays as the just watching this guy has hit his head on her lap. Hey, plays with his hair. It's okay. Talk to me about it. We're in this together now. Not even now, we always have been. Say your piece. I'm here for you. All of you.
You see, it's just me with the problem, Aurora. Everybody else is fine. And he reaches up and tucks some hair behind your ear. And I don't know why.
It's okay. Everybody... It seems like everybody has their own opinions and their own thing to say. So what's wrong? What do you want to say?
Like I said, I don't know. But He cups your face real hard. Kind of pulls you into his lap, scooting back, taking up a lot of the bed, holding you. It's so tender and so at odds with how he usually is.
She takes him and is trying to like pull him close and be reassuring. And she says, do you know how to eat an elephant?
One piece at a time.
Mm-hmm. So just think. Take it step by step, one piece at a time. You're not alone anymore. Whatever you decide to do, I'll be here doing my best to support you. Or get mad or yell at you, but I'll be here for you, for better or for worse.
You're the only one who's ever been nice to me, Aurora.
Well, good thing that I'm gonna live a long time then.
When I first picked all of you, when you all answered little Eugenia and you came, I feel different. I feel more, and I don't know why. I don't know if I like it. I know they don't like it none.
Well, Have you ever considered maybe it's because you haven't felt human for a very long time?
His eyes flare. His nostrils, too.
And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It doesn't have to be, okay? There can be a balance between it. You're still always going to be kindred, canine, no matter what. That doesn't change. Ever. And I have a feeling that that'll probably be the part that'll always stay with you. But it's the human part that I'm starting to get a sense is the thing that ebbs and wanes. And sometimes it's good to remember feelings.
I don't think
It's
I
good to
like
remember
it.
that. Why not? Tell me.
When I was choking Mori, I almost killed her.
She wouldn't let you.
She wouldn't have been able to stop me. None of you would.
You would have...
Aurora, if I wanted you just to myself, no one in that fucking room could have stopped me. Now, I don't like this feeling, none. It's never happened before. I ain't never given two shits about nobody. It's always been about me and us, and how to get us ahead and where to go. And then you were nice to me. And it's your fault. You were
Then I
nice.
shall take responsibility for that.
You were kind. You gave a stray dog somewhere to sleep. You gave him a warm bed. And you told him he was pretty and a good boy. But everybody else is not like that. They don't feel like this. Everybody else is the same. And I don't know what's happening to me, and I don't understand all these. And he blinks. And his eyes start to bleed. I don't know if I like it.
Aurora wipes his tears and kisses his forehead and kisses his cheeks one by one, keeps the tips of his nose. And she puts her forehead to his. Change is inevitable, and it's what you make of it. And to be honest, I don't know if it's going to be good or if it's going to be bad. I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. But I'll be here. And just know, you are your own galaxy. You can control your own fate in some way, shape, or form. And it's not weakness to feel something, because it can empower you to do great things. After what Damien did, I felt scared, fear, anger, and I almost asked myself, why do I want to tie myself to someone who brings back the ugliest things in my life? And then I realized, if I let that fear take a hold of me, and he was right, I couldn't be, there's no time to be indecisive. So it was because of my emotions that I decided to take action. So yes, it can empower you to do and think terrible things, but it can also empower you to do lots of good.
He seems to be
You know.
drinking in your words. The confusion doesn't ebb away. He just holds you tighter, and he says, "It's all right, it'll change tomorrow. It'll all sink in, and everything will be just fine."
You know? Or maybe you'll stay confused, and that's okay. It's good to have opinions. It's good to have feelings. It's good to feel and be kindred. That's what you taught me, right? But it's also good to be human sometimes. To remember where we come from.
I don't want to be a rat without a tail. I don't want to be human. I'm not human. I don't want to feel these things. I don't want to want this thing. I don't want this that you put in me and makes me feel. I don't like it, none, Miss Aurora.
So you're scared.
I'm not afraid of anything.
Because... Really now? And she kind of like smirks a little bit. I think you're scared to feel because you're afraid of where it'll go. And trust me, you are no rat. You are a lion. You are filled with pride. You are strong. You are brave. You are smart and cunning. And that is because of all the experience that you have had that has forged you into something strong and great. I don't think I gave you any of this. I think these are just things that crossed your mind. The what ifs. And you're always going to have them. Whether I'm here, whether I'm not, whether I die by your hand or whether I die by someone else's.
As long as I'm with you, no one's gonna kill you.
Then I'm going to say likewise to you. As long as you're with me, things are going to get really exciting.
His eyes
And
flash.
I will not
They flash orange for a minute. In agreeing.
I promise you, if you stay with me, things will get exciting. And if we stay with the group, I'm sure they're going to get very dangerous and messy. And trust me, I think you'll get to show and have plenty of Canaanite moments. And then in the privacy, just the one thing, just between you and me, will be these moments, okay?
So you want me to... All this is behind closed doors.
If you choose to.
What do you want?
I want you to be happy. I want you to think about and to take the things that you want.
I already do. I took you. We took Mori. We played with Az. I already do take what I want. Consequences be damned. But this, Aurora, is different. This don't feel like that. And if this, you tell me we put this in closed door, then fair enough. Put it in closed door and we'll not talk about it ever again.
Oh no, we're gonna talk about this. Just you and me. In our safe space. We can have whoever we want. The people who allow us. We can create our own little polycule. Our own rules, our own relationships, our own boundaries. This is our world. But between you and me, you can be as vulnerable as you want to be.
His eyes flash violet, which you've never seen. And for a minute, it's a scowled mask of vitriol. And then it changes. And he's that soft country boy. Okay.
And to what I'll call Violet, don't worry. If you want Damien, you can have him. I don't mind. I saw the way you looked at him, and it makes me proud that... It makes me happy that you're happy with other people.
I think you're misunderstanding.
Mm-hmm.
We don't ever feel this way, Aurora. You're the only one I've ever cared about. Everyone else is a tool.
She kind of looks surprised, and then
Because we're a tool.
and she kind of sighs softly to that, and she says,
But it'll be better tomorrow. Tomorrow we won't feel
It'll-
these things.
tomorrow will be different, but I will never think of you as a tool.
You should.
And you... Nope, you can't change my mind. And she sits up a little straighter. She's like, nope, can't change my mind. I'm going to think of you as a person, as a kindred. You are not a tool.
Closes his eyes.
Hold you tighter.
Tools... Tools don't have consciousness. They don't... They're not able to think freely as you and I. At the end of the day, none of us are tools. No. I think we're all just searching for something that makes us complete.
I'll have to disagree with you, Miss Aurora.
Good. I'm
Forgive
glad
me.
you do. No, you should disagree.
The tools that think
That's...
are the sharpest. And if you look at Mori and you think she's not a tool, you're not really seeing Mori. Mori is a serpent in the dark waiting to strike. Those who don't agree with her ideology, well, they're no better than the ground beneath our feet. And God,
His eyes flash orange for a minute, and he kind of shudders. Like that war again. And he winces like he's got a headache.
now we really like Mori. And I'm not saying nothing bad about her.
He kind of talks over his shoulder.
I ain't
I like
speaking
Mori
no
too.
shit. I'm just...
See, you're just saying she's a serpent, but Mori is a tigress.
No.
She blends into her environment.
Tigers
She's a
are-
solo hunter.
They're fluffy and dumb. That's not Mori.
They are not fluffy and dumb.
Have you seen them
Mori
when they're playing? Fluffy and dumb. They fall off trees all the time.
they don't climb trees usually. And also if you check, they are the biggest wildcats and have very successful hunting rates, and they blend in. Have you ever been able to spot a tiger? No, because it has stripes
Uh-huh.
and it blends in.
I'm telling you. Serpent.
Nope,
Strikes
tiger.
first, asks
And
questions
she kisses him and she's like, tiger. I say it. Last word.
later. No.
Mm.
Fine, we go
And
way
she
out
la-
there and say she's a beagle.
No.
But you.
Small and dangerous.
No. and and Aurora starts giggling and laughing, and see, disagreeing can be fun. It's okay to think. That's what people do. That's what... Oh god, I'm gonna sound like you. I guess that's what higher level beings do. We think, we plan, we plot.
We climbed the
Did
ladder.
you know we climbed the ladder? I think we fight for Apex on a consistent basis. And yes, maybe tomorrow you'll feel different. Maybe tomorrow will be better. Maybe tomorrow will be worse.
No,
But what I know right now,
it'll be better.
I don't know. We'll see. But I will say, regardless of what happens, I'll be by your side. And now for some words for you to think about. I love you, Stone. You're different. And I like that about you.
Just me?
You don't see anyone else around, do you?
I mean, we're all in here, but
Yes, I love all of you. Because they're all a part of you. Even the ones that don't like me.
his expression shifts a little bit. Oh, I see.
But, and whispers in his ear, you're my favorite.
He just looks at you. I think his head like sharply turns. And there's surprise on his face. And when he
She
does,
gives him a warm
He does
smile.
the most human thing possible.
he embraces you. He breathes in your scent. And there is no kindred in this moment. No K-Knight. Just one man. One lady.
And she takes in the moment, realizing that, yeah, tomorrow, this might be the only moment they have. And a part of her is sad. But a part of her realizes that if she doesn't embrace the moment, sometimes life is just fleeting like that. And she looks at the star. She comes in close and she points to the stars riding in the back of the truck. And she points to the North Star and she says, "That's you." You'll always be my North Star and my Big Dipper to my Little Dipper. My Orion's belt.
Is that because I'm a really big spoon? He kind of smiles a little.
Yeah, sure. I like being the big spoon sometimes, though.
F to doubt.
Wow. After all we've talked about. And, yeah, realizing that this might be the last moment they have. She's playful with him. And makes another constellation joke with well, I thought I was more of an empress. And she laughs and she smiles and her green eyes twinkle, and it's just for him. Just for her golden eye, coffeeed, golden cowboy. That smile is just for him.
The last things to happen before the four of you sleep, that is Mori, as Stone, Aurora. You get to Azriel's place, the dogs are unloaded. Stone and Aurora, Mori, as make your way up. There's a different sense between the four of you. Knowing glances cast through the couple of feet of carpet separating you. But there's a clear line. Mori and Azriel, and Aurora and Stone. Perhaps in the future those lines will be crossed. But Azriel and Stone, there is a feeling that those lines might only be crossed when there are ritual. A familiar sense, a friendly sense, albeit slightly uncomfortable, permeates the entire apartment. Pups are fed, and then the four of you split off into your two couple. I think there's only 2 rooms, so Stone Noir in one, Azriel, Mori.
Yeah, Aurora's gonna give like Mori a look before going off.
I mean, Stone's not holding you hostage.
I mean, depending on how like close she is, Mori would just grab her hand, give it like a gentle squeeze, and say, "I'll see you tomorrow."
Yeah, see you tomorrow. And gives her a squeeze back. And that's like, she just breaks it off.
And she'll follow Azriel.
Before we meanwhile over to Damien's apartment, any last RP for Mori and Azriel as you're getting into bed and literally the sun is starting to come up? Any last words shared between the two of you?
Azriel just wraps his arms around Mori. And you and Aurora look good together. Makes me happy that you can make each other happy.
Mori will turn around, embrace him, and just say, "You make me happy too, you know." And just, I don't know where she is on like, and just kiss him directly in front of her. So she's not like going out of her way to like make it to his lips because she's 4 foot.
Az will just kiss the top of your head.
I'm happy we're finally together. I'm happy I got to give you everything. Thanks for being my first.
Thank you for giving everything to me.
She'll just smile and snuggle in closer. And that's it for her.
I am good as well.
Okay. Miss Aurora?
She probably would insist on making him the small spoon. And she would just kiss the top of his head, kiss his nose, and just whisper, like right before she goes to sleep, that she's like, still my favorite. Still tastes the best too.
He is not small spoon for long. It's just not in his nature. So.
And she just lets it happen and just giggles as if she knew this was going to happen and it was her plan all along. And just gets in real close and curls in to him real close.
Okay, I want you to roll wits and awareness for me.
Oh boy, I've been doing a lot of that. Okay, Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Just before consciousness leaves, Aurora feels stone shift around. She feels a very gentle touch on her face, in her hair. And she can't be sure, but she thinks she hears.
I'm sorry I can't stay. I wish I could. But where we're going, there's no place for a human. You feel like home, Miss Aurora? When I'm with you, all the voices get a little quieter. But when you wake up tomorrow, I hope you know I'm gonna do my best to be a distant star. Just like you said. Loving you comes as naturally as existing. And I wish I could stay. I really do.
So she says, then I'll welcome you when you come home.
His words continue as you feel the darkness claim Aurora's consciousness. And even without realizing it, Aurora holds on until the muscles relax and the death claims her. She isn't aware when he rearranges the room. She isn't aware when he goes to the bathroom. She isn't aware when he returns freshly showered and different. She isn't aware when those whiskey-colored eyes gaze at her one last time. And we meanwhile, over to Damien. The torment of Robbie ends abruptly when Robbie opens the door and folds himself out of it, shutting it on Zero. And Zero screeches after him. Mia is slower to get out of the car and actually reaches for your hand when she comes around the hood. And Zero
I'll take it.
takes off after Robbie. Like a little snake jumping across the lawn. And Robbie's like, oh my god! You're insufferable! And Mia actually says to you, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, I swear. I'm okay. I swear, I promise. I promise.
I don't. She squeezes your hand. I don't want to say what happened between us wasn't incredibly sexy and very much consensual. I just. It was a little different.
Come on.
Bye.
Yeah, different is,
It was.
that's a correct word.
I didn't know you. It almost voyeuristic.
I mean, I had no interest in anyone else personally, so.
Yeah, I just.
Robbie saw your dad.
What?
Yeah. I don't know if it was his own trauma response or whatever, but I saw him too when I looked.
How is that possible? How?
Maybe just a lingering spirit. Who knows? I couldn't tell you. That's not my specialty. I don't play in those halls. You know, I'm never gonna let you go, right? You'll be safe as long as I'm around, or Robbie's around, or Hanson, or even Zero.
I don't doubt that. But someone's gotta look out for you. I feel like this road that we're headed down is gonna be pretty fucked up in a way that's different than being a hunter.
Yeah. You're more than likely right. That's why we gotta be prepared. We gotta make sure that... Ready?
I'm ready to put this thing to rest. Even if we don't make it.
We'll make it somehow. We'll make it somehow. Might have a few more scrapes and bruises, though. Getting out of this unscathed.
There's no way. But at least I'll have good company. And she's gonna kind of tug you forward towards the house.
We'll just kind of go with the momentum of it being pulled. For once, we'll actually go through the front door.
Oh. She's still in your jacket because her small clothes are just shredded, but you know, yeah, your roommates, it's early enough, no one's awake. Except maybe one of them's up getting ready for work, and when they see you, it's just kind of a grumbled, hey.
Hey, how's it going?
They give you a stiff nod. They notice Mia, eyebrows lift as they're sipping their morning coffee. They look at you, they look at Mia. There's more looking at you.
He just shrugs and smiles.
Now I imagine that you got all wrapped up again or you are in some way obscuring your face. Because I don't think your roommate's ever seen you with.
Yeah, he would have had to wrap himself up again.
Gotcha. Yeah, you just get the approval eyes, pretty much, and then the we're gonna talk later eyes. Good to see you, Mia.
As they like
Yeah.
and I take it they just head out the door like they gotta bounce.
Pretty much. I mean, they finish their coffee, set it down, grab their backpack for work, and they do head out. But yeah, you've literally got a text message before they pull out of the drive. And the text message is, good to see you happy, dude.
He's going to like kind of gesture to Mia to like go down to the basement, and he'll meet her in a second.
She does.
He's gonna open the refrigerator.
Mm-hmm.
Is there like any sort of like cranberry juice or like darkly like colored juice in the fridge itself, or any sort of dark colored
Roll me a D10.
anything really?
Roll me a D10.
Oh, a D10.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's a 6.
There is a very dark pomegranate lemonade.
He's going to pour some of it out, taking the lid off. And then he's going to, over the sink, cut his wrist open and fill it up with Vitae to where it was.
Oh shit. So your roommate's gonna be drinking it, huh? Okay. Shake the bottle a little
And
bit.
then, yeah, gonna give it a decent shake. It's gonna put it back where it was, like it didn't even move.
Okay.
Close the fridge, just kind of look at the house. We gotta find a new place to live. But I also need more people.
When-
Hey.
Oh.
Are you listening? Huh? Kind of like talks to himself out loud, referencing Artemis.
It's like a cat, right? That lazy, acknowledgement.
Can't you just answer the question of where I've come from? I feel like each and every night I ask this, and you never tell me, not even when you're, I guess, alive.
The purr that you get is go downstairs, go to sleep. You will discover it later when you go into the ground where you came from.
Second question. The thing I can do with, moving flesh, can you do that to people?
You certainly can.
What happens when... This is just all in his head talking, not aloud. How many people can you put together?
Why don't you ask Stone? I think his record is 87.
All right. Only got 3 in this house, so I'll figure it out as I go.
She darkly laughs and then just mocks you again. I'm going to destroy Mia from the inside out. And you're going to watch, Damien.
I don't know. I think I'll do that of my own volition somehow. I don't think your interference is necessary at this point.
Yeah. She just pushes some thoughts into your brain of what you and Mia did earlier, and you're like, yeah, I know you were there. Yeah.
But Doc, I guess, whatever. I guess eventually I'll find out on my own, even
Go into the caves, Damien.
if you won't tell me.
You'll find everything you're looking for.
Maybe. All right, good talk, whatever. He's just gonna head downstairs and leave like a sticky note before he does. He's gonna leave a sticky note for the rest of his roommates. Came home, went to bed, doors locked, usual stick. And then I'll head downstairs.
Okay. Mia is in the shower. Robbie is on the beanbag. Zero's in his cage.
Any questions there, pal?
Honestly, and Zero's like, yeah, I got a question for you. When are you gonna stop being a prostitute? Huh? Actually, wait, when are you gonna stop being a slut and be a prostitute and get paid for your duties? And Robbie just looks at him. I'm pretty sure he was talking to me. No, I'm his only buddy. You are not his best friend. You're the little brother of his girlfriend. Learn your place.
You realize there can be multiple buddies instead of just one.
I am your
right?
only buddy. How dare you say there's another buddy in the room? I am the only buddy in here, okay? How fucking dare you, slut?
Okay, so do you want me to just call him Good Time Pal? Rotten Soldier?
No, that's my job. He's just Robbie. Robbie shakes his head. I'm fine with just being called my name if it keeps the squirrel happy. I am not a fucking squirrel. Okay, well, you look like one. No, you know what? I'm gonna teach you respect. Come here, Catholic boy. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Oh, God, he's biting me! I'm trying to mean respect. Yeah, Robbie just kind of shakes his leg several times and pulls Zero off, and Zero's like, I am gonna beat you into the ground, bloody. I am his best friend, and there's no room for any other best friends. Yes, I agree, you're the best friend. Damien, honestly, I'm okay. I'm a little weirded out, like a lot weirded out, I'm not gonna lie. This whole thing feels very satanic, panic, cult. Like, it just... Could you stop fighting me, please? No, I am winning! I am fighting for Damien's honor! You're the one who said he was a slut in the first place! I don't care! I don't care! I'm his best friend! And I get to call him names! Not you! I'm not calling Damien a name! Why are you so aggressive, bro? Anything else?
Anson!
Oh yeah, he steps out of the shadows. Yes?
I need you to At some point, rest, but also watch the secret entrance.
Of course.
Also, here's a gun.
Thank you. I'd be delighted to. I'm rather fond of the two of them and their conversation. They're going to be the best of friends, I can tell already.
Yeah, they're gonna be one big happy family.
He bows to you. Of course, Your Grace. Robbie just stares at you, stares at Hanson, while Zero's like grabbing onto his eyelid and his cheek, and he's got Zero by the hips, like trying to pull him off, you know, and he's just looking at you guys. They're both looking at you.
Also, can you do me a favor and
Of
look up
course.
some warehouses?
Oh, yes.
Namely in between the city and on the outskirts.
You are looking for a new headquarters.
Yeah,
Most excellent.
this'll be no good anymore. Thank you, Hanson.
Of course.
Will you two knock it off? Love of God.
They're both conspiring in the corner and glancing at you. Hey,
You two.
Damien, I got a question for you. And Zero's like, yeah, go and ask him. Ask him straight out. And now there's like, they're a united front. Like Zero's on Robbie's shoulder as they're both like, so... I asked Zero why Hanson acts the way he does. You wouldn't have anything to do with him being like, yes, very good, Master Wayne. You know what I mean?
So, it is my fault, but hear me out. It's either that or he killed himself.
Oh. Shit. So you saved his life.
In a sense, yeah.
Can I,
Also, he
Can I
doesn't
do that?
remember anything.
to people? I
And
mean,
I could show you how to, yes.
oh, okay.
I could show you how to do a lot of things.
Oh,
Did you not think this was like an Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker kind of situation?
whoa, why can't I be Luke? Anakin becomes Darth Vader.
Okay, Luke is fine. Luke's works.
Yeah.
He also becomes evil too, technically.
What? How?
I mean, the comic's lying around somewhere.
Zero's like, oh, my sweet summer child, you have so much to learn, little Catholic boy. Come on, let's get started.
It's not my fault. Well, you'll be sleeping most of the time, but, you know, you're probably going to see like 20 different Godzilla movies.
Yeah, he did mention those were his favorite. Robbie takes the comment and goes back to the beanbag, sits down, starts reading. Shower turns off. Mia comes out wearing your clothes. And she looks exhausted. She crawls into your bed
You,
and just lays down like she's ready to, like she's just done.
yeah, Damien will more or less just, Damien will more or less just, get ready for bed. Like, he'll just have, like, some shorts on and, like, a tank top. And he'll just cuddle up to Mia.
Okay. Robbie and Zero are reading the comic, and Robbie's just like chittering. Mia, on a like breathy, tired sigh, is like, man, I don't know if I would want to know what Zero's saying, or if I'm okay just listening to his little chitters. And she kind of snuggles.
Can I hear
closer
what
to
he's
you.
saying right now? Just
Oh,
like a
he's
random
just-
snippet.
Just see Luke, bad guy, choppy, buzzy. I see. and you're a professional. I said that. I am a connoisseur of this kind of shit, kid. Got it.
Talking about Star Wars.
Oh. Oh. And she falls asleep before she can even mutter another utterance.
Yeah, he'll just it just kind of be ready to be done as well, because it's nearing the point where that body's gonna go stiff anyway. So yeah, he's tired. Just kind of wish he knew where the fuck he came from and why he exists in the way he does.
Artemis just says, go down, 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 down. It's the last thing she whispers before she goes quiet for the day. Just go down, 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 down into the ground.
Yeah, there's just a quiet fuck you from him.
Okay. As you all rest, there are changes that occur. And when you wake, you find that your hunger is gone, save for the normal one, and you feel the same and irrevocably changed. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Woo! Thanks everyone for the amazing game.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, watching, whatever you do.
Yeah, comment, like, subscribe. Remember, if you leave